I'm going to share you my heartwarming story of having and getting an online relationship and make it work. And I'm doing it in the forest. I never thought that I would have an online relationship, especially not a long distance one. It takes so much time and so much effort, and it's very hard because of all the boundaries, long travels that you need to do, and maybe not, I cannot do it too much. And I wanted to have something physical if ever I wanted to have a relationship. And I wasn't really into it, any relationship at all. I was not done with women, but done with the relationships. This happened with Kendi on that website to have just an hour of free premium membership. So I could send her a message asking her to email me. And she did. No one ever does that, I think, but she did. And there it started to change slowly. With my direct questions, I wasn't the nicest guy at first. But I was like, yeah, if it blows up now, it's fine. Because I'm not going to change anything in my life. She needs to be able to want to do something for me. I was quite selfish. And I still am a bit sorry about that. It's not the nicest way to have a conversation with a girl. Kendi and I are living about 12 to 14,000 kilometers away. So we need a plane, we need tickets. And I also have two little boys of 7 and 8 years old. And back in the time it was 5 and 6. So it's not that easy to just organize everything. She had a relative coming over. She needed to spend some time with the relative and with other family members. When we had contact every day, I just didn't hear anything from her. And I was like, oh no, what happened here? I didn't know what to do and I couldn't reach her in any way. Tried calling her through WhatsApp, texting her, but no, nothing. It kept quiet. And that's really hard. And I got worried, suspicious, all mixed emotions. And after a while, finally she texted me. I think it took a little bit more than a day. And I was relieved that she was okay. Because what could I do from that big of a distance? I couldn't do anything, if ever. And she explained what happened. She borrowed the car of her father and by accident bumped into something and the car got damaged. And she was so stressed that the father would get angry that she was just thinking about the solution. From that moment on, we said to each other, okay, whatever will happen, we need to let the other one know that everything is okay. We need that honesty. We need that openness about our life because it's also a responsibility, I think, to make sure that the other knows what's going on. That was the first challenge we had. So we also had some other challenges, like when she got sick or when I got sick. You cannot do anything for each other. Sometimes you're even too weak to have a call or to text or whatever. Those are very hard times because you want to be there for the other and you want to take care of the other. The only thing you can do is just be nice, be sweet, and wait and have faith in the other. So those are some challenges that we had. What we also did, and that's the good part, we showed each other the cooking we did and told each other about how things are going in the place where we are living. Like behavior of people, habits, really cultural things. Yeah, we got to know each other's family through video calls. Met her mama, her papa, the kids of her sister. So I made a connection with them. How can you keep the relationship alive? You both need to be very willing and be determined. But most of all, you need to have the feeling that you will make it, that it will not just be online, but it will be real something later. What did we do to make it work? Well, a couple of things, of course, lots of video calls. What we also did was texting throughout the day, from morning until the evening. even when I go to bed. Still every day when I go to bed. Maybe I forgot one day, maybe two, but in those 2 years, more than 2 years, I texted her every day when I went to bed, and she did the same to me. And also when waking up, there's a text. The connection is always there. Sometimes even when I was working and I had conversations through the phone, I was working from home. Sometimes the phone line was open and she was just there. Sometimes I was still working and she needed to sleep, and then she fell asleep on hearing my voice. It's so cute. And it was so nice to see her when I was working. Even when it's dark and I could just see the tip of her nose. It made me feel happy. It made us feel close. What we also did is sharing things about YouTube, about Netflix. It really helps you to get to know each other. And one very important activity is what we did is singing. We sang. There's an app called Smule. It's a karaoke app. And what we did, we sang karaoke with each other and also made friends there where we are singing with, and it's so much fun. And I remember what we also did is when I had a period of time where I wasn't feeling well, like a little bit depressed and stuff. There were so many things happening in my life that I needed to deal with. And then one day she said, let's go to the beach. It's nice weather out there, right? So we went. And I say we because I took her with me on my phone. We were calling all the time and I was walking on the beach with her, and she made me feel so much better. She really took care of me there. And of course there's a moment when you're having a relationship and it lasts for months and the feeling is so good. You want to be together. You want to also have that physical thing and really get the feeling that you can make it together. So we told each other that we really would love to see each other, but I had some difficulties to be able to make a real plan because of all kinds of things happening in my life. And she knew about it. I was totally open. That's what you also need to do when you're having an online relationship. And of course, she lives in the Philippines. For most Filipinos, it's very hard or even totally impossible to buy such an expensive ticket to go to another country. And especially to Europe, the law is very strict. You cannot come in that easily. And besides that, it's also quite hard to get out of the Philippines because they are afraid of human trafficking and stuff. They are ridiculously strict. I needed to get there. And I remember that I got the chance of really buying the ticket. I remember that I had the money to do it. I planned it. I told her one day, I think it was in October 2022, that I would go and visit her in 2023. And she was having a party, same as me, by the way. So we were feeling so happy. And I was nervous because I never traveled alone. And I never had a very long flight. I was never out of Europe. So I didn't know anything. So I started watching traveling vlogs about flying and what do you need to bring and lots of things. So yeah, it was months that really flew by. Went so fast. And suddenly we were at that moment where I would be on a plane. That was magic. Magic. What can I say about my relationship with Kendi? It started with a simple message, them emailing, and it's funny and beautiful how that can be the spark of a long lasting love story that I'm still in, and it seems like it's never going to end. It changed my life, and all the hard times that we had, it made our relationship stronger. We got to know each other more. I learned about Tampo Tampo that I will tell you about in another video. I learned about giving trust to someone, but also be connected, stay connected. And what I learned is that distance is just a test of how far love can travel. And it's far. It's really far. So with all the obstacles that we had, we only grew stronger and stronger. And I've been there. I met her. I will tell you about that in another video. And it's still magic. I found the woman that I needed to have in my life. If you are having an online relationship or had one or want to have one, I would love to hear about your stories. And I would love it when you will put them down in the comments below. And if you want to hear more stories about Kendi and me and our relationship, then consider to subscribe. It will help our channel grow. And also it will give you a lot of more information about long distance relationships, what you can do, a little bit of advice here and there. And also we will share the beautiful moments that we had. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. See you next time. Bye bye.